Class, I want to spend some time focusing on grouping from the Wilkinson text because it can be challenging, but it can be so rewarding to those being facilitated especially. Let's look at figure 7.2 on page 130 of the Secrets of Facilitation text. Notice the long list of steps in the hiring process. There are several categories of work included in these steps, completed by several different roles in the organization. Now look at figure 7.3 and notice how the letter A, B, or C has been added on the margin of the chart. Then notice directly below the new header and the listing of the big categories of steps in the hiring process. Consider for a moment how much easier it is for the facilitator to manage the information once it has been put into these large groups of A, announcement, B, screening, or C, acceptance. It's not just easier for the facilitator, it's easier for the entire group. Everyone in the group can now much more readily think about the steps that they take by thinking about these categories of work rather than the long lists of work that would be difficult to remember and difficult to identify who would be responsible for them or which group of people would be involved in making sure they were done correctly. So these categories can persist for a long time in terms of adding value, so the time that it takes to do them is well spent. This is one of the most productive things that we can do with our lists, is get them into categories of work so that people can understand what it is that needs to be done much more readily.